All right, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mike Lindsley back with you here at Rosie's Corner in Brewerton. Remember, if you are in and around Central New York, you got to come down here and grab your pizza, your wings, your pasta, your hot and cold subs, and of course, just an array of awesome things on themed food days. You've got the Tuesday taco deal, you've got the Wednesday pork, you have Friday fish, and of course, the ice cream social media night on Tuesday nights where you come out, you grab an ice cream of any kind, take a selfie of it, and post on Instagram or Facebook along with a tag of Rosie's, and you will get a free small cone to use that night or in the future. So come on down, get here to Rosie's Corner, the official pizza and wing stop of the ML Sports Platter and the official ice cream shop of the ML Sports Platter as well. They're always available on Grubhub, and they do deliver as well. So make sure you come on down to Rosie's Corner. I want to get into the second half of the Major League Baseball season in terms of strictly of the New York Yankees. As we look ahead here, what the Yankees need to do. The list consists of this to me. Number one, they've got to get fully healthy from a need standpoint. And what I mean by that is I don't need Giancarlo Stanton necessarily, but the two guys that the Yankees need, if they're going to make a run at this thing, they got to get Luis Severino back and see if he can be anything close to an ace. And then also, they need to get Dellin Betances back so that they have a full bullpen of all those big arms coming out of there, from Betances to Canely, Chapman at the back end, of course, Holder. Chad Green has been used as a starter, but they need a full bullpen A to Z with Dellin Betances coming back, but who knows if he'll be back here anytime soon. Severino, on the other hand, it's very obvious. I mean, the Yankees, the one thing that they miss is starting pitching depth. They don't really have an ace type guy. Do I trust Severino if he comes back to go give the Yankees 7 innings pitched in any particular game, in a game 5 or 6 or 7 with a series on the line? I don't know. I don't know if he can do that in October. I think the jury is still out on Luis Severino as well, based simply upon the fact that last year when he was asked to do more, he was really crumbling. The year before that, obviously, he was really, really good. And then he started out pretty well last year. He thought things were going well. And then they asked more of him, and then downhill he went. So I think the Yankees need to get healthy in terms of Severino and Betances especially, and then stay healthy with all the guys that they have in the lineup and beyond. You take a look at James Paxton, CC Sabathia in that rotation, Masahiro Tanaka. These guys have all got to stay healthy. They can't suffer any setbacks. Plus, you're going to have Domingo Germán on some kind of a pitch situation where they're probably going to end up shutting him down or moving him to the bullpen later in the year. So that's going to take away another starter, a guy who really, to me, has been the best guy so far this season. And it's unfortunate the way the game works today in terms of limiting pitches and pulling guys out and all that. They're trying to conserve and save arms and all the rest. But Germán has been great for the Yankees as a fearless type guy. I don't think the Yankees look at him as a trade chip anymore, honestly. I think maybe last year they looked at him as a trade chip, but now I think that they want to hang on to this guy and see maybe if they've got something down the road with Domingo Germán. He's got a load of pitches that he throws to people. Again, he does not fear the moment. So we'll see what happens there. Position players, Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez, Gleyber Torres, Didi Gregorius. These guys have got Luke Voigt's going to be coming back here pretty soon. Gio Urshela, DJ LeMahieu. These guys have all got to stay healthy. And obviously, the main goal for the New York Yankees in 2019 is to win the American League East. No more of this wild card bullshit. You got to go win the division and set yourself up for a 5-game series, and hopefully, if you're a Yankee fan, a 7-game series and then another 7-game series. If you end up in that wild card again and you play anybody, I don't care who it is, you are in a dangerous spot. You are swimming in dangerous water right there. Also, the fact that if you go up against a team like Tampa Bay, let's say in your own division, well, let's say that Tampa Bay throws Blake Snell out there. Okay, well, let's say if Cleveland makes the wild card and they play the Yankees and Corey Kluber is back all the way 100% and he pitches against you, whether it's Luis Severino or Masahiro Tanaka or somebody else, they clearly have the edge there. So the starting pitching, it just gets all messed up. And in a one-game situation, frankly, it's like Game 7 in the NBA Finals. It's like Game 7 in the Stanley Cup Finals. It's like Game 7 in the World Series. The 3 words are so true, and they won't change anytime soon. Anything can happen. And in that wild card game, we've seen it all. We've seen guys get knocked around. We've seen bullpens get in the game early. We've seen a ton of runs scored. We've seen dominating starting pitching. We've seen just about anything. And so it's a wildly unpredictable situation. But if they get the wild card, it's going to be tough sledding. You get the division, it'll still be tough sledding as well. But at least you can set yourself up in a 5-game situation a little bit better with all that pitching. I've got to see a lot more out of James Paxton. Here's a guy who was brought in to give them depth and balance in the rotation as a lefty arm, and a guy who maybe could give you 6 innings in a playoff game. Right now, James Paxton does not look like he can give them 6 innings in a playoff game. So they need him to pitch well, pitch a lot better. What are they going to do with the trade deadline? Who the hell knows? I mean, I could see a situation where the Yankees maybe traded Clint Frazier and maybe a Loaizaga for Marcus Stroman. Maybe you try to trade a couple of AA guys in Frazier for Trevor Bauer. But the Yankees will obviously try to go get more starting pitching. The price tag might be a little high for Madison Bumgarner. Plus, he's not pitching as well as he was just a couple years ago. He's far from the dominating postseason ace that he was, winning titles with San Francisco. But hey, you never know. Maybe Madison Bumgarner is a guy who turns his game around in New York or somewhere else. Maybe he gets traded to Milwaukee. Maybe it's a Justin Verlander situation, although Justin Verlander, before he got traded,